Oh, I feel uh, very dense as I just deleted the last recording because I thought that my indicator wasn't showing up. When in fact, I just had this on, so that makes me want to cry a little. We're going over last Friday's trade because I didn't do anything with it, and then we're going to, because I didn't post anything on it, and then we're going to go over this week's outlook and forecast. So, right off the bat, this is a 4-hour order block that I drew out. The one reason that I chose this 4-hour order block and not the other one is because if you look right here, this is all a bunch of 1-hour chop. This is why I couldn't trade a 1-hour order block, is because we were technically bearish on the 1 hour, so I couldn't trade a 1-hour gap. Therefore, I chose a 4-hour gap, but I didn't want to choose this one in here because it's part of the 1-hour slush. So I chose this 4-hour one. That's why I chose it. Makes most sense to me. Not only that, but it is below the open levels. So if you look at these two pink lines, these are the open levels, both equities and midnight. And PO3 didn't play out this day. That's why I have these up instead of PO3. But we have this dip right here below the 4-hour order block. But one thing that you want to keep in mind is that a dip, a singular wick on the 15 second, doesn't mean jack shit on a 4-hour order block. You need to see multiple 15-second candle bodies closing below it. It's just how it works. I've seen this a million times where you get like a wick and then it ends up coming down and actually retracing in. If you did enter here, you still wouldn't have lost money though. You would have just been break even as you get pushed above these relative equal highs right here. In an entry on this fair value gap, you could have moved your stop loss to break even and you would have been stopped out. This is the actual trade though that you wanted to take. The reason that this fair value gap is chosen as the entry instead of an order block that I would typically pick is we have our market structure shift right here, and then we create this order block, this extended order block right here, and we have this high right here, this high, and then we have our high from our market structure shift. We have a previous bearish gap, and then on top of that, we have a low behind it that supports it. So we have a multitude of reasons to use this fair value gap. So and we immediately drop down to CE and we get 3 ticks of drawdown. So that was the ideal entry. And then we get this move up to buy side liquidity. Now the reason this buy side liquidity wasn't taken out immediately was if you go to a higher time frame like the 1 minute or the 5 minute, you can recognize that we had a large push here, a slight bit of consolidation at the first presented fair value gap, and then a continued push to the upside. The reason that this buy side liquidity looks like it's floating is TradingView has a glitch where every once in a while I'll just have a bar that disappears on the 1 minute typically. Don't know why. They haven't fixed it. I've emailed about them. Nothing. So that's annoying. But there is a high there. We can go to the 5 minute and I think it might be there. Yeah, it's still there. Okay. So if you go on the 5 minute, what you can see is that we get an extension, slight consolidation at the first presented fair value gap, and then another extension. This extension, we come to take out this buy side liquidity. We don't. We return to first presented fair value gap before extending to buy side liquidity in previous day high. And that would have been the perfect trade. Coming into this week, we have this big new week opening gap. I looked like a fool earlier because I said I wanted to trade Monday, and then I realized that Monday was a big holiday. So we're not trading Monday, but I would like to trade into that new day and new week opening gap. That's why those are currently overlapping. There we go. New week opening gap. I would love to trade into this. That would be awesome. That would be sweet. Unless it gets filled tomorrow during the bank holiday, because bank holidays tend to present very textbook setups for no apparent reason, even due to the lack of liquidity. So that sucks. But as far as the news goes for this week, so there's not a ton, especially no like high impact like last week's FOMC. So we have US Bank Holiday Monday, CB Consumer Confidence Tuesday. Wednesday, I think there's no news. Thursday, there's core PCE price index, prelim GDPs, unemployment claims, and new home house sales. New home house sales is the only thing that's after open, and then Friday, it's a no news Friday, so I probably won't trade Friday, but you never know. But oh, excuse me. But you know, that's it. I don't really have a whole lot else for us besides that. Oh, we're looking very, very bullish. This large bullish gap is probably due to the tentative ceasefire, peace deal, whatever you want to call it, in Iran. You know, the one that's temporary that probably won't last as usual. But I hope we all have the best week. I hope you all had the greatest Friday last week. I hope you all had a good, peaceful weekend. I know we were all looking forward to Saturday. You know, Saturday may have been the worst day because the markets weren't open, but it's Sunday, the markets have reopened, and we can look forward to a solid trading day tomorrow after our morning gym session. So score. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. As always, if you want the indicator to throw on WAP. But yeah, I will post another video tomorrow. I'll be live on the Discord doing call outs. And yeah, if you guys want to reach out to me there, that's awesome. Otherwise, you can get live updates on X. So go on, guys. Thanks for watching.